Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Christina, and yes, I am the bookworm. It has been a while, you guys. I literally went on another 2 month hiatus. Wasn't intentional, but life has just been lifing for me, literally. And I feel like the moment that I can catch a break, something ends up happening, and I am back at it again. But I am here, you guys, and I wanted to vlog. I am so excited to finally vlog. So that's why I'm here. You probably noticed or didn't notice that I had been gone for 2 months. I think the last time I spoke with you guys was when I was in California with my husband. Great time, went by really quickly. Nonetheless, had a really good time. My first time flying anywhere, and went to California. I had a really amazing time, honestly. The food was good, the weather was good, vibes were good, and I cannot wait to do another trip like that in the near future. Who knows? Who knows when? Hopefully soon, though. But, anyways, it is the start of a vlog for you guys. I think I'm gonna vlog all week long. It is currently Tuesday, though I didn't vlog yesterday because it was a little busy and I was too tired to start it. So today was a little bit better. I even got ready, did some cute little makeup. I feel like a totally different person today. I guess I can give you guys a little like update on life. Um, I think I did mention before that we moved into a new house. We've been doing some renovation with the house, and I've been busy with that, me and my husband. And then not only that, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I probably had my oldest was pregnant. We recently just had baby, or she recently just had baby, and we have been so busy getting her together, like with routine and just really helping her out. And we've been enjoying our little granddaughter. She is the absolute cutest. I didn't know I would feel the way I feel when she arrived, but I am ecstatic. I am in awe. I am so in love with her. I can't get enough, and I just want to keep her all the time. But yeah, we're trying to balance out boundaries so that way my daughter can feel respected as a new mom, that I'm not overstepping. So we're working on that, and I've been really good at making sure I pump the brakes, even though I want to like hurry up and jump in. But yeah, so it's been really good. I know I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I feel like I am the youngest grandma on earth, but I am a grandma. So that's the big news, and the one of the main reasons why I've been like kind of on hold and really busy. My daughter, I just wanted to get her through her pregnancy, and then also just trying to get situated in the house now that my husband's here back from California. Like he's here, he's no longer working out there in California. So we've just been on go with house renovations and then just the arrival of our granddaughter. So it's slowed down. But in all that craziness, I have been reading. I have been currently working my way through the Boys of Tommen by Chloe Walsh, and I am loving that series so much. I have not jumped on TikTok to see all the negativity that's been going on. I believe this book series is coming out with a show, which I am actually excited for if that's true. But I have been getting like some TikToks here and there saying that the fandom of this book series is like very negative, and I'm not looking for that. Absolutely not. I just want to read the books, enjoy them, and that's it. But for the sake of this vlog, you guys, I do want to share with you the books that I do want to read for the week and the weekend. I have three books right here. One being Caught Up. I'm literally like, I want to say almost 90% into this book already. So I should be finishing this book like sometime tonight or tomorrow. But yes, I am currently reading this. Just wanted to show you this because I have the audio for it. So I'll probably be listening to the audio once I go back upstairs to my office. Um, just to kind of like finish it off. But I've been enjoying it. Not as much as Lights Out, but nonetheless, like I'm still very much enjoying it. Very kinky, very different. These books open me up to a whole new world of kink, and I'm here for it. The next book I want to try and get to this week, if possible, is the third book in that series, which is Game On. I have seen a few reviews on this one, non spoiler, but I have been seeing that some people have been let down by this third book. I hope I'm not, and I hope I am gonna have a good time with this one. Like I've been having a good time with the other two. So you guys will obviously know my thoughts and opinions whenever I do pick this up because I will be sharing that with you as I'm reading along. As I'm reading, I will keep you guys updated and you will be coming along the journey with me. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And another book I want to try to get to this week is And Now Back to You by BK Borison. I absolutely loved First Time Caller. All right, real quick, because I noticed that whenever I mentioned this book in my last clip, I got cut off because I had to run to the kitchen. But I was just mentioning that I liked First Time Caller by this author, and I'm really excited to read this one. So hopefully, I can get into this one this week. I do have the audio for this, so I'll be listening to it and reading along with it. But for my reading goals for this week, this one is definitely one of the books that I want to get into this week and hopefully finish while also trying to get into this one. I don't know, I might switch it up to see exactly what I'm in the mood for, but I would love to finish this series since this is the third book in the series. Um, it would be nice to finish it, but if I don't get to it and I end up picking something else up, you guys will obviously know. But for the most part, I do want to pick this one up. And now back to you. So I'm excited, super, super excited. Obviously, you guys will be along with me for my reading journey this week. I'm going to try and be consistent with it so you guys can also get my thoughts and opinion as I am reading this book. But I am excited. I'm very, very excited. And hopefully, this will be another 5-star read for me because First Time Caller was a 5-star read and I loved it, every bit of it. Hey guys, I am back with another update. It has been a day, I believe, since I last spoke with you guys. I wanted to film yesterday, but I didn't get to film yesterday. I felt like we've been really busy this week with like end of the school year activities. Since this week is the last week of school for the kids, we've been like on go all week, going back and forth from home to the school and doing like award ceremonies and all that stuff that the end of the school year holds. But yeah, yesterday was also my mother-in-law's birthday. What did we do yesterday? We went to go eat lunch with my son. I spent most of the morning here at home with my granddaughter, just chilling until it was time to go eat lunch with my son. And then we came home, relaxed a little bit, and then I had to run to the grocery store to pick up a cake. I ended up making a cake for my mother-in-law because yesterday was her birthday as well. So, and, it's just been kind of like busy running around, not much like me time. But I did finish Caught Up by Navessa Allen. I ended up giving this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed the book. I do feel like book one was probably still my favorite. I don't know. I just kind of liked that one a little bit more. Um, I don't know, and I feel like it was also kind of funny. And this one was more on the serious side, but it was still enjoyable. I got to explore like things that I didn't really know could possibly exist, like the Velvet Room, where it's like very legal, very consensual, and it just was something totally different. And I feel like it's only stuff that you see in movies, so it's nice to read about it. I guess I can give you guys a little context on the Velvet Room. Basically, the Velvet Room is a membership, like a club where you have to have a membership. And in this club, there's a lot of erotic activities going on, but it's very legal. Nothing illegal is going on. And I just felt like it was very different and I quite enjoyed it, honestly, like reading about it. So I feel like that was probably my favorite part of the book, other than like the history of the two main characters. I found really enjoyable. But anyways, I did give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. Cannot wait to jump into book 3. Hopefully I can read it this week, but if not, it's totally fine. I am currently still listening to Taming Seven by Chloe Walsh, and I believe I'm going to be starting this book today because this is one of the main books that I want to read this week, and it's already Thursday, so we need to get a move on it. Luckily, today is the last day of school for the kids, so tomorrow I have a lot of free time that I know of to get some reading done, and also like I can stay up late if I want to because I don't have to wake up early tomorrow to take kids to school. So it's going to be a really good weekend, in my opinion, and I'm going to try and dedicate a lot of my time reading. We might go out and about this weekend. I don't know just yet, but if we do, obviously you guys will know and you will tag along with me. But for the most part, it's been a very like busy yet chill week for me, as far as like not really doing much other than like the things that I need to do. But hmm I am probably most definitely gonna finish Taming Seven. I've been enjoying this one so much. I feel like this is probably my favorite one so far of the entire series. All the books have been really amazing, but Taming Seven has literally been my favorite so far. And I just I love the two main characters in this book, which is Gypsy and Claire's storyline. And I've been, I don't know, it's been mind blowing, jaw dropping, and sad and frustrating, and all of the emotional roller coaster. You feel every emotion you can think of while reading or listening to this book, but it's just been really good. So I am not ready for it to end, but I'm also excited to jump into the next one to see what the next one's gonna follow or who the next one's gonna follow. But so far, Taming Seven has been my favorite, and I don't know how it's gonna end, but I hope it's going to be some form of like clarity and just justice served. And yeah, but anyways, it is literally 9:31. I am about to drink the rest of my coffee and get ready to go to my son's school because it is his end of the year school party for his class. um so I'm gonna go and head that way pretty soon, and then just continue my day and try and read as much as I can. So hopefully I can convince my husband to buy us like something to eat for dinner so I don't have to cook because my kitchen is a mess. My whole house is a mess, to be honest, but hopefully I can get that cleaned as well. But right now my thoughts are finishing Tammy 7 and starting this book today with some ambiance here at my desk. And let that be how my evening ends. So that is it for this little update, you guys. Hey guys, I am back with another update. I didn't update you guys last night after I finished Taming Seven. I couldn't. I was emotionally exhausted after finishing that book up. It was very hard. One thing about me is whenever I'm reading books that have triggers such as like domestic violence, sexual assault, child endangerment, child abuse of any sorts, um, alcoholism, drug addictions, stuff like that, it definitely hits hard and it hits home. And I'm okay with reading those type of scenarios in books when it's very like lightly sprinkled in, where it gives you enough information to make you aware of what's being talked about. But when it goes on full detail to where you're envisioning the situation at hand, is when it gets really heavy for me, and that is exactly what Taming Seven did for me. I was not like expecting this to be as detailed as it was, considering the fact that the other books a part of the series um talked briefly about things that were going on, but it was enough detail to give me an idea of what was going on. And Taming Seven, however, went on full detail to where I was seeing it out in front of me as if I was witnessing the act happening. Really made me emotional. I was at my desk last night crying whilst reading this book, and I just felt so sad, hurt, and angry. It was really hard. So to say that I could jump on here and talk about that, I really couldn't because I just felt very disgusted, and it was hard. It really was. After I finished that book, though, I ended up just eating dinner and just hanging out in the room with my granddaughter. I had to take her a bath and then just watching Vampire Diaries, trying to get my mind off of what I had just read. I did end up giving this book a 5 out of 5 stars because even though it really like made me feel those emotions in this story. I still very much loved this story. I loved the main characters. I feel like the main characters in this book has been my favorite characters from the beginning of the series, because they are part of this friend group, and you see them a lot in each book up until this book, where this book is about them. And those characters are Gypsy and Claire. I absolutely love their friendship. I loved their story. I just feel so sad and hurt and angry for the trauma that one of the characters endured after experiencing hurt and pain and grief already, and just having to continue pain. I mean, it was just, it's a lot, honestly. Um so yeah, I finished that book last night, and I ended up giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. And I had planned to do like a cute little ambiance and sit at my desk last night and pick up And Now Back to You by BK Borison, but I was tapped out. I really was. I couldn't. I just wanted to lay down and just kind of decompress. I did, however, still pick up, or I listened to a little bit of And Now Back to You, which I have right here. I'm on chapter 7. I picked it up and read like maybe, or listened to like maybe 2 chapters before I decided to go to bed. Um, so for the most part, I think for the remainder of the weekend, because it is Friday today, I'm going to continue my read with this. Right now, if you can tell, I'm in my restroom because I'm about to jump in the shower. I washed my hair yesterday and it's already starting to look like a greasy mess, so I don't know what's going on. I think I'm gonna try and do like a curly girl routine. Now that my hair is shorter, I feel like my curly hair is going to like really obviously like shrink, but I think I'm gonna look kind of funny. We'll see. But yeah, the plans for this evening is shower, then get ready to cook dinner, and go back up to the office after we eat, and just kind of decompress up there reading. And now back to you. See how far I can get into this book. Yeah, that is my little update for you guys. I am going to jump in the shower and continue my evening, because it is literally like in the evening already and I'm barely updating you guys, but it is what it is. But yeah. New day, a new update, you guys. It's Saturday evening, and I'm coming back to you with some reading updates. Not a lot, if I'm being honest, but some reading updates. It was a productive day. We kind of got off late. We started our day kind of late, which is something that we haven't done in a while. I slept in today, and I have not slept in a very long time. Even when my kids had Saturdays off, before their summer break, I was still waking up like at 7 or 8. So it felt good, honestly, to sleep in, but it also felt even more tiring when I wanted to get up. Like, I didn't want to get up. I wanted to be in bed all day today. But yeah, we ended up starting our day late. I think we ended up leaving the house like a little after 12, to go grab something to eat. We ended up just going to the mall to eat there. Probably was not the best idea going to the mall at the time that we went, but it is what it is. I ended up eating a burger from this burger place that's fairly new. And I will say it was all right. I think I give it like maybe a 6 out of 10. Only because like the portion size of the actual burger was kind of small, but we get a ton of fries. So, but other than that, like, it was pretty good. We didn't really look around because the mall was so packed today, and we went like later. in the day where mostly everybody's already out and about. So we just went to a couple stores, and then I ended up like maybe walking around Barnes and Nobles for like 5 minutes or so, and I was ready to leave. While we were walking out, my husband was telling me like, are you not gonna pick up a book? And I was like, no, like I'm so frustrated. I feel overstimulated. I hate going to Barnes and Nobles when there's a lot of people in there, because I feel like there's always somebody breathing it down my neck whenever I am there. And I specifically hate it whenever my family's with me, because I feel like I can't even look, because wherever I'm moving, they're moving with me, and it's them. They're the ones that are technically breathing down my neck. So I'm like, I'll just save it for another day. But yeah, we went in, got some ice cream before we got home, which I did do some b-roll on that. I did not do any b-roll at the mall. It was just too wild, and I was not enjoying it anyway. So but now we're home. We've been home for a while. I'm feeling a little sleepy, but I wanted to read a little bit before I like get ready for bed and stuff. I did start another book last night. I've been enjoying And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison, but I wanted to jump into some fantasy, because after reading Taming 70, guys, I told you it did hit me pretty hard. And then I jumped right into Releasing 10 without giving myself a break, knowing that it was probably going to be another hard-hitting read. I felt like I needed to read something a little bit more than just like another romance, so I jumped into what is it? I've been trying to read this book. I started it at the beginning of this year, but so much had happened with like the moving and just a lot that I just put it down, because it is a pretty big fantasy. So I'm on chapter 3 in this one, The Shadow of the Gods. This is the Blood Sworn trilogy. So I will leave a picture of it on the screen, because I can't remember the author's name. But I am on chapter 3 in this one. I have it on my Kindle, and I also have the physical book upstairs. But yeah, I started that, and I started really enjoying it, but I could not stay up to continue my read last night when I picked it up. So I think that's what I'm gonna jump into right now, just to kind of, I guess, essentially like wake my spirits back up, because I feel so like, I don't know, I feel like I just went through the most traumatic thing ever while reading Taming 7, and I just can't get over the icky feeling I am feeling from that book. Although like it was a good read, it's just the whole situation that happened in the book that really is like tearing me down. So I'm protecting my mental health and reading something that's going to bring me joy, and it's always been fantasy. So I'm just going back to what I really love when it comes to reading. And I'm still going to continue And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison, but I'm gonna just like maybe start back up tomorrow with that one. I'm just really feeling fantasy right now. I feel like it's gonna help my feelings, my emotions, everything that I'm feeling from Chloe Walsh. It's kind of center me, is what I'm trying to really say. But yeah, it's been a really good day with the family. I've been spending time with my granddaughter as well, my precious little baby. I love her so much. But now I'm going to do some reading. I'm gonna clean my face off and get ready for bed. Also, I am loving my curls. Now that I've cut my hair, like my curls have bounced back drastically, and I'm loving it. There are definitely some imperfections in my curls because I've been doing so much heat to it for so many years, but for it to be my first time doing a curly girl routine, they look pretty dang good, and I am low-key obsessed. So I love my hair being short, and I think it's just, short hair looks so much better on me. I feel like it complements my shape of my face more. I loved my long hair, and I feel like I just feel like it didn't compliment me at my weight right now because I'm a little bit on the more heavier side. It just didn't do my face shape justice, and it didn't make me feel pretty like the way short hair does. So I'm loving it, but I'm gonna go ahead and hop off, you guys. I'm gonna start some reading, and I will check back in with you guys a little later, if not tomorrow. We do have some things that we're doing tomorrow. And then I think I'm just going to end the vlog there. Hopefully I can at least finish one of my books that I wanted to finish for the week, but if not, it's totally fine. I really had a rough one after finishing and or reading and finishing Taming Seven, so that is what that book really put the other books on the back burner for me at the moment, because I really need to just center myself with something. Still very much in a reading mood, but I cannot find myself wanting to read romance at the moment. So anyways, I will see you guys a little later or tomorrow.